Ek's Matthys Roots. Ons is in Hartbeespoort Dam. My gas is Blackie Swart. Steek hom Thuisie! Hartbeespoort Dam is ontwikkel vir besproeiing wat vandag nog die belangrikste doel is. Die konstruksie het offisieel in 1916 begin. Daar was baie struikelblokke met hofsaake oor die grond en die Eerste Wêreldoorlog wat die dinge opgehou het. In April 1923 is die dam uiteindelik klaar gebou. Ons kry vir Chris van Airboat Afrika at Harties om op 'n unieke manier meer van die dam te sien en leer.
All right, welcome guys.
That's the one, eh?
Look at that.
So yeah, that's the thing, guys.
She has a name.
She has a name. It's an Air Scout. This is the first prototype we built for Africa. Today we're going to have some fun, right? We're just going to play and stuff.
Chris, so this is an actual working boat. It's not just for fun. You use it.
This is not a leisure boat. It is a working boat.
Yeah.
We do flood relief, food distribution, like when they had the hurricane in Beira, or we've done flood relief in Malawi.
Yeah.
When they had 6 meters above normal on the Shire River. That's a lot, right?
But this can go in very shallow water as well. It's completely flat bottom.
I can ride over land, over grass. It works really well. Over reeds and whatever floats in the water, because I don't have a propeller in there. In the water, there's no moving parts under the waterline. I can ride over any obstacle in the water.
Are you official company or organization that assists with that?
The company is about 10 years old now.
Yes.
We call it Airboat Afrika.
Yes.
Which says pretty much what we do. And in all the various things from flood relief, disaster management, we work with the UN, Oxfam, Doctors Without Borders. We do environmental cleanups. We were involved in cleaning this hyacinth stuff from the dam. We work for mines in South Africa. And where you don't really have a lot of infrastructure like around Africa, many water bodies are not accessible by road or even by 4x4. So we can drop our thing on the grass and drive it under its own power to the water and just keep moving until we're in the water.
What's the actual name of a boat? Is it a swam boat or
It's an airboat.
an airboat?
Because it's a boat, but it runs on air with a big air propeller. That's the idea. It's not a hovercraft.
Yes.
We don't have levitation. There's no spirits involved.
Yeah.
And we don't have a skirt either.
Yes.
Because in Africa, we've got rocks and thorns. And once your skirt is ripped, no future.
Then you go,
Right? So we just slide.
I mean,
That's why we call it a ride and a slide.
but that's quite exciting. We didn't even really know about this. So this is new.
Yeah.
I mean, Blackie just lives there somewhere.
Yeah, I just live
You could have walked here.
You can walk on this water. Yes.
I'm not even going to bother to take my shoes off because I can't walk in the water anyway.
We'll lift you in.
You'll be able to do that.
Yeah, it's about a foot deep where the boat is now.
Yeah.
Because this hyacinth stuff, it acts like a wedge, like a chock.
Okay, if we really get stuck and can't get out, what then?
Well, we have paddles on board. So what
Paddles.
happens, we distribute paddles. I will beat the rhythm on my little drum. And then you all get to work. And that's called a 4-stroke Harties.
But we don't
So
need
it's just
that much negativity.
No,
not
not
today,
today.
no. Let's go on. We're not going to go there.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Die boot is baie gemaklik en mens raak glad nie nat nie. En skep amper 'n gevoel asof mens vlieg. Nou kan ek voel hoekom dit 'n goeie manier is om by plekke waar daar nood is uit te kom.
So yeah, welcome to Harties, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome to have you on board, hey?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's really cool. Hartbeespoort Dam, it's man-made.
Yeah.
The lake is just over 90 years old, so it's a little bit like my great-great-grandmother. But from over there, where we see the Crocodile River coming in, to the dam wall where it's going out, is the original course of the river. And then this thing started filling up over time.
Now, how accurate can you turn this in a narrow causeway?
It's okay because I don't have a reverse, so I can't maneuver back and forth. That means I have to gauge it, which means I'm gonna inch up into a tight spot, and I can swing this boat on the plate.
Yeah.
Okay, really on its own lateral axis. I can do this. But it takes a little bit of training to do this, and I mustn't have too much of a heavy load on board. Yeah, the other point is, you see the edges here on these islands. If I run out of space, doesn't matter. I run up on the island, I turn the boat, and I go back in the water.
Okay.
I'm not phased about that. And when there's like these floating booms here, I can drive over this. It doesn't hurt the boom, doesn't hurt me. It doesn't do a thing. I mean, if you like, the weed is not too far from here. What we can do is we can take a cruise over the top of the weed, just to see what that feels like.
Okay.
Yeah, shall we do that?
Nick vat ons oor die plante wat die dam se onkruid geraak het. Dis nie lelik nie en die boot gly net oor dit. Maar hier vind mens nou die groot uitdaging wat die dam en die water in die gesig staar.
So, you might wonder what are we doing here? Because we can.
But you know what? I never thought of it. There's also a lot of rubbish among shore.
Yes, no,
Depending where the wind goes.
The weed traps all the flotsam, okay?
Yeah.
But this is how you see what comes down Crocodile
That
River.
is so true.
And
That's
it's heartbreaking. There's so much plastic, wood.
Yeah.
Some of it is natural, some of it is just thrown in. Plastic bottles, plastic bags, all kinds of stuff. And there you see the extent of pollution, really. And that's heartbreaking. This plant here, I admire it as much as I hate it. Originally, this is from Brazil. It's called water hyacinth because when it flowers, it makes pretty purple flowers. So somebody called it hyacinth and they used it for decoration. But like all living things, it ran away. Huh? It's like teenagers, right?
Ons gly weer oor die water en alhoewel hierdie dam sy probleme het, bly dit ongelooflik mooi en weer eens 'n herinnering van ons land se beeldskone plekke. Dis 'n baie unieke manier om oor die water en soms land te toer. En ek kan sien hoekom die Amerikaners mal is oor hierdie bote in Florida se swamps.
Oh, thanks, Chris. That was exciting.
No, it was great having you guys on board, hey?
And a lot of info about the center and all that. Thank you for that.
No, you're welcome, hey?
We ticked off a bucket list. We didn't even know it was on the bucket list to come and do something we didn't even know we can do in South Africa.
So
So
know it exists.
it's something new
Right
for
on my
us.
doorstep.
So that's a nice surprise. Yeah.
How is that? Now you got like an extra 10 years to play with somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah? Perfect. Maar Blackie, ons is nog nie klaar nie. Ons het nou vandag die perfekte sunset op die water gehad in jou valley. En hier het ons dinge gedoen wat jy nog nooit gedoen het of ek nog nooit gedoen het.
Weet is hierso nie.
Volgende week gaan ons teenoorgestelde daarvan, nie een van ons se valley nie, maar ons gaan daar ook nuwe dinge doen. Ons gaan 'n bietjie Soweto toe.
Ja, ek kan nie wag nie. Dit
Dis
is
'n
baie
bietjie
exciting.
bietjie verder. As hy, wel laat ons gaan.
Ja, great man. Baie dankie vir 'n awesome dag.
Dis huis toe gaan tyd. Môre tel ek weer vir Blackie op. Hy is die teenoorgestelde van mense wat so skape is, wat net hulle eie kraal ken en skrik vir die wêreld buite die kraal. Volgende keer gaan eet ons op die strate van Soweto. Daarna leer ons van hierdie middelpunt se geskiedenis en ontdek die juwele in 'n plek wat van die meeste mense in ons land saam huisves. Ons eindig